No one's better with their ire aroused than Keith Allen Seifert. Jeremy, thank you for the prep work.
Somebody's got to do it.
That's right.
All right, let me get us on the Alpha Geeks.
Alpha Geek.
Live off the air, live off air. Return. Come on. Why doesn't it ever let me paste it? Control V. No, don't do it. Don't do it. New tab. Nope. Live events. Why is this so hard? There's where I want to be. Pink. Copy. Oops. Now where did my other Chrome window go? There it is. My computers are hard.
They are. Unlike some people. Computers are always hard.
I'm not sure what you're saying anymore, Jeremy.
I don't know either. I'm really tired tonight.
That went down a very strange little hole.
I'm tired. All right. Ignore me.
I too am exhausted this week. What is it about this week?
60 miles on a bike.
Whoa, I don't have that much. Actually, I don't have any miles on a bike.
Oh, you know, I've had more time. I would have prepared, but I mean, Jeremy prepared a wonderful topic. I wanted to talk about the new planet. New planet for us all to go to. It's only 4.3 trillion light years away, or something like that. 4.3 light years away. There it is.
I saw a movie the other day, and
no, come on.
I know, funny.
Did
and
not.
The one of the greatest scenes in it was they talk to who's the Tesla guy? Musk.
Elon Musk.
He's talking about how important it is to travel to space and colonize other planets and save the human race, blah blah whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they talk to an astrophysicist who has a brain, and she's saying, yeah, going to another planet's just a dumb idea, and it won't solve any of the problems that humans have. And then they cut back to Elon Musk, and he's just sitting looking like this, just staring at his screen, not really looking at the camera for a long time, like a really uncomfortably long period of time. And then he starts talking, and he was talking about something else completely, but the way they cut to that, after she just destroyed all of his dreams of saving humans, was awesome.
I know, Dream Squasher.
Dream Squasher.
Dream Squasher. So where's Gary? Oh God, I'm not even plugged in yet. What am I doing? It's a good thing Gary's not here. Where's my doohickey?
So my laptop will be in soon. I know, very excited.
That sounds like a nice machine.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good for you.
Did my best.
Okay, here we go. Now we can do a sound check, maybe. Go away. Sound check. Wow, that didn't work at all.
Over.
Oh, I need to do some show notes here. Tonight we are drinking beer.
Kablam.
Line 4. Oh, it's because we have no volume. Yay, sound.
You know, we should probably do all this stuff before we go live on Google.
Yeah. Well, then what will we do during the show?
This is a really terrible introduction to our one, possibly two, but probably one person listening two different ways fan.
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, 'cause they are so awesome.
We are like narwhals.
What?
Don't make me play it again.
We're like what?
Narwhals.
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, 'cause they are so awesome.
Narwhals?
Yeah. Narwhals.
Okay.
Best sound ever.
Welcome. You got mail.
Welcome to 1992.
CompuServe.
My 9600 baud modem.
That was fast. 40. Remember we got the 14.4K? Whoa!
Those were expensive too.
Crap.
When they first came out.
Holy crap. Good times. Oh, what game is that? Oh. Play it again. It's like Tecmo Bowl?
Nope.
Damn. It's a Nintendo game.
Yes. I think it was a Nintendo game. I think
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Before that, it was on very early PCs. And that's where I first played it. Long before Nintendo.
I have no idea what that
Give
is.
up.
That's Bomberman.
Oh wow. All right. I didn't play Bomberman.
I think that sound effect was used in other things too.
I love 8-bit sound.
Do you listen to any 8-bit music?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's
Hey,
PNR show, buddy.
this is the pre-show without you, Gary. This is what happens.
Sorry. Well, I'm here now.
All right.
Let's get going. This pre-show is going to kill us.
Yeah.
It is.
So
I
everybody's
gotta.
going to tune out.
I'm opening up stuff. You know what? I'm gonna get a beer out of the fridge. Oh, and I got something else. All right, I'm grabbing beer.
All right, hurry up.
8bittracks.com.
I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Actually, well, that one will probably get us flagged on YouTube again.
Why? I kind of missed that. Why did we get flagged?
Last week's show.
Yeah.
Remember all the copyrighted music?
Oh, because we did Stranger Things?
Yeah. And all the 80s music that's all copyrighted?
It picked up on that?
Instantly.
Wow. Did you get cease and desist?
Within 5 minutes of upload.
Part of their processing is automatically scanning for that crap.
You got cease and desist?
No. We got flagged for copyright violations, and what they did was they put ads on our video where the money goes to the copyright owners.
Okay, save that. That's going to be the start of the show.
It was awesome.
We're doing Meyer Lemon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. Look.
Oh, nice hat.
Look at that. Isn't that an awesome hat?
That is a
Wow.
great hat.
Yeah.
I'll bet that hat tastes better than most Anchor beers.
Yeah.
Gilly
I'm
got
going to
me
eat
this
that hat
awesome
before I
hat for
drink
my
a Pliny.
birthday.
When you like mow the lawn and sweat into that hat, does it drip Pliny down your face?
I did. I'm not going to mow the lawn and sweat in this hat. It was a birthday gift from my lovely wife.
I would like that, though. That would be okay for me.
Blah.
It's a little tight. I got to loosen it up.
All right, I really want to start the show.
Let's do it. Let's start
Are
the
we
show.
ready?
Yeah. Let's start
Rob?
the show.
Rob, you ready? Okay, here we go.
Oh, there we go. All right. Wouldn't want to just squeeze my little brains.
I was about to start the show when you came back, Gary. All right, hang on. Everybody just be quiet for a second. I don't know why. We're already live. Welcome to PNR Show, Season 3, Episode 23, Lemon Lager.
I'd rather have lager than lime. I'll take a strong stout over stride. I prefer to confer with a half pint of ale than live a long life till my private parts fail. For life without liquor is to no avail. So bring me lager for lime. I'd rather have lager.
From the deepest, darkest, rareliest, usingest corners of the interwebs, it's the Pint of No Return show, beer podcast, and comedy extraordinaire. Tonight, we discuss how we single-handedly nearly took down the entire music copyright industry. We drink some lemon beer, lovely. Can I just give it a 10 right now? And then finally, fall TV shows. What looks good? What looks like it's going to hit the dumper? Plus, our picks for the week. But now, here are our hosts, Keith, Jeremy, Gary, and Rob. Hello.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Good evening. How are you guys doing?
Great. I'm about to drink a beer.
Almost heading into... Yeah, great. We're a week away from Labor Day, so that's always a good end of summer thing. Kids are back in school here.
Yep. Here too.
And, I think Keith they still have another week or so, right?
Yeah, we don't start till actual September.
It's
but
coming.
Then we don't get out till almost actual summer, too. That's like
Right.
June 20th before they're out.
That's because you still live in America.
Yeah.
And if you're like my my good friends Lisa and Ray Sierra in Louisiana, actually living in Baton Rouge, they are not. They were supposed to start school a week ago. They will not be starting school until well after Labor Day.
Oh yeah, floods.
Well, it's school started. You just got to find the right raft.
Right. And many people have. But I digress. Apparently, last week's Stranger Things episode turned a lot of heads and got a lot of looks. That's
How'd
For
that
more
happen?
on this story, we go over to our tech booth. Keith, tell us what happened.
Well, yeah, within moments of uploading or finishing the Hangout on Air, which automatically uploads to YouTube on the PNR Show channel. If you don't know, you can watch our video there if you're not catching it live. It goes immediately to our YouTube channel. And from there, Jeremy pulls it down and converts it to an audio feed and puts it over on iTunes, and all kinds of magic happens. But before that even could happen, we had email in our inbox from our fans or at least the robot over at YouTube, who said, "Hey, you used copyrighted music in that broadcast, and you can't do that."
But it was really good.
Yeah, it was a great show, and it was great music.
Well, I mean, they didn't so much say you can't do that. They really said, since you did that, what?
Yeah, well, normally you would get, or at least the stories in the past where we've never had it happen to us before, would be you'd get a cease and desist letter, and you could decide to have your video taken down or dispute it. Apparently, they've stopped doing that for minor infractions. They're now just, what they'll do is they're now just overlaying advertising on our video with the money for that advertising, and boy, do we rake in the money on our advertising on our videos. The money from that advertising goes to the copyright holders.
Ta-da!
So Jeremy posted a lovely shot of me and an ad in our Slack. He posted a lovely screen capture of an ad playing on our video, which was me going on about something and apparently getting red-faced, and there was an advertisement for stopping heart attacks underneath it. So I'm happy to tell YouTube and the rest of the internet I'm still alive. I'm okay. So whatever promotional product saved my life from that heart attack, you should buy it too.
But keep sending money.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So, I mean, for the future, if we ever did a podcast, like I'm still getting ready or thinking about doing this Battlestar Galactica podcast. So if I do that and I include music and or audio from the show, it's not like they'll stop me from doing it. But if I'm not interested in making any money off of it, they'll just put ads on it for me.
I think it depends on the copyright holder.
Yeah.
I think certain copyright holders can just have it stopped and taken down. So you may not be so lucky as us.
Well, shoot. That's not good.
Yeah,
That's not right.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you may want to try to find your own original music.
That's stupid.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Nothing can be as good as Mr. Bear McCreary.
But the funny thing is, too, with YouTube is because it's an automated process, even if we did have permission, written permission from the copyright holders to play that music,
yeah,
there's no way for us to tell, which we didn't, by the way, but there's no way for us to tell YouTube that we do have that permission, and then for them to allow it. Yeah. There's no submission process or anything.
Right.
So it is kind of a broken system on many levels.
Unless they submit this video in evidence. But I still digress. We're not here to talk about copywriting and music. We're here to drink some beer. And tonight, we've got a dilly from Anchor Brewing. Probably, I'm going to go on the record saying my favorite Anchor brewer so far, without having even tasted it. We have got the Meyer Lemon Lager. It looks just delicious.
At this point, it's still my favorite Anchor brew.
Because you haven't had it yet?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Gary's not a fan of the Anchor brew.
Oh. It's beer made with Meyer lemons, which I guess...
Anchor is now claiming to be the original craft brewery of America.
The first.
Yeah, they're full of crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely get the lemon smell.
Rob like that, you got me.
Is a Meyer lemon native to the California area or something?
Are Meyer lemons native to California? Why are they so big here?
Because I never even heard of it.
She said they were brought here by the Spanish in 1731. Senor Meyer brought them.
Native to China.
She's lying.
She shrugged and shook her head.
She's Elven, and she's not supposed to tell lies.
Yep, native to China. So, go Anchor.
All right, so huge head on this thing.
So it's very possible they came over. There's a lot of Chinese immigrants in early California history. It's very possible they got popular here because of that.
Sure.
So this is slightly cloudy, somewhat translucent. Not a huge lemon nose on it.
Oh, not for me, man. I get a lot of lemon.
I smell lager. Lagers always smell like lemon to me, though. So
maybe that's it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not picking a big lemon, not out of the can or the or the thing. It kind of just smells like beer.
4.5% alcohol by volume, so it's right in my wheelhouse.
So we need a follow-up drink, is what you're saying?
Well, you might.
Yeah, probably should have brought something else down, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm too tired to drink too much tonight anyway. Just gonna
Really?
fall asleep.
Okay, well, I'm going to drink. How
I'm
about
exhausted.
it? Let's go. Prost. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Go. Let's do it.
It's a lager.
No, I had a cheap lager with dinner. Very PBR-ish style lager. I think I'd rather have that.
This tastes like a PBR.
Oh.
Ouch. That hurt.
Yeah.
This tastes like a lager with like a sour aftertaste.
Yeah, there's a little bit of sour at the end there.
I'm still not picking up a ton of lemon.
A little bit. It's more like lemon peel, but not the tartness.
Yeah.
Kind of like that kind of weird flavor of the lemon peel.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's like lemon pith. It's that white crap between the peel and the lemon.
Yeah, that's a good description of it. What did they say about this? Do they 12 fluid ounces, beer made with Meyer lemons? Doesn't say what they're doing. I'm looking it up online. I'm doing my homework before the show, of course.
That's awesome.
Why don't you talk about it while I do my research?
Well, let me just go ahead and review it. It's clean, which I actually kind of like. Wow, there's a bug attacking me. Wait, I got it. Okay. Anyway, beer.
Why?
It's clean. It's crisp. So that's kind of nice. There isn't a lingering aftertaste. Mouth feels pretty good. Flavor tastes of a common adjunct lager, a better one, I will say, like a PBR or a Nagarasset, which I had at dinner. But still kind of heavy on the corn flavor, not a lot of body type of thing. And then it has this like sour kind of lemon pith sort of after finish on it, which is not that pleasant, I don't think. So it kind of makes me yearn for my regular lager, which is not easy to make me want a lager over what I'm drinking. No, that takes some skill. So, I don't know. It is drinkable, and I can see where some people would like it. I'll give it a 4.
I'm very good at guessing tonight.
Ooh. Did you fill that out for me already? A 4?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. Good job.
Well, I can't disagree with a lot of what Keith said. To me, it's a year-round beer. So their description of the beer on their website is somebody with a PhD in marketing wrote this. They're very good at selling the beer and saying things that don't make any sense but have a lot of nice words in them.
Well, if they described the beer, they wouldn't sell it at all.
Yeah, the way they describe it is not the beer. The beer I'm drinking is not the beer they describe on the website, so I'm not going to even read any of it. But apparently a lot of people that work for Anchor have Meyer lemon trees in their backyard, and that inspired them to make this. It is a year-round beer, so that's interesting. I thought it would just be kind of like a summer seasonal type of thing, because it tastes like a summer beer to me. It is fairly new. They started brewing it in 2015, so that's probably why we haven't seen it around very much, or I haven't seen it. I do like that they put it in cans, because those are nice if you're going camping in places where broken glass tends to cause problems. As a beer goes, it's not a bad lager. The lemon flavor to me is not jumping out, and that's okay. I'm not lemon bars are fabulous, but other than that, I'm not, a huge lemon person. So this is not a bad beer, and as lagers go, it's not bad. I'm not getting all the off flavors that Keith's describing. It's actually one of the better lagers I've had. I had a PBR last week, and not because I ordered it, because someone else ordered it. This is not far off from that, and it's not a bad flavor to have once in a while and to balance things out. This is a good lawnmower beer, so I'm actually going to give it a 7 because
Wow.
it is refreshing, and you can drink it, and you could drink a lot of them because it's low alcohol. So not a bad choice.
I want to know when less than 5% became sessionable. It used to be like 3% had to be a session beer.
Yeah, well, when we started getting into double IPAs, I think is when
I guess the scale moved a little, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
All right, Jeremy, back me up.
To balance out Gary's review, when you have a lemon and it smells so great, and then you can squeeze the oil of it over your drink, and it really improves the flavor of a drink. And then you can squeeze the juice out of it and make lemonade or something, and it's just delicious. But then, if you happen to eat any of that white part on the inside, the pith, and it's awful and bitter and disgusting, that's the part of the lemon they put in this beer. The base beer is it's a boring lager, nothing special, which makes it better than Anchor Steam, so that's good. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, but the flavor it does have is not very pleasant. The aftertaste is just bitter. It's like chewing on the inside of lemon peel. It's without none of the good stuff that's in a lemon, just the bitter white gross part. I have 2 more of these in my refrigerator, and I'm not going to drink either of them. I'll let people try them when they come over. Not going to be mine. So I'm giving it a 3. It's not a beer I want to ever drink again.
It might make an interesting beer bread beer, because I'm wondering if the sour lemon had come through in the bread.
I'm thinking if you filled up this now, say I have this can now. If I filled this up with water and drank it, that would be pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't care for this beer at all.
Wow.
They missed the lemon completely. All the great stuff that makes a lemon delicious is not in this beer.
Yeah, I will agree that they did miss the lemon, and I think that's probably why I'm drinking it.
Well, I'm trying to remember back to a beer that was as far apart as this one is amongst all four reviewers. I'm actually with Gary. I think it's pretty nice. It's refreshing. I think it's pretty goes down really easily. There's a nice rounded, blended taste to it. It has some characteristics. Yeah, for a lager, a rounded lager taste. Yeah.
Round with pointy spikes on it.
So I'm sorry. Was this your review still?
No, I'm sorry. Sorry. Carry on. Carry on. Go ahead. Rounded.
It has some of the characteristics, maybe almost of a shandy.
Rounded.
Without as much sweetness, obviously. But I think it finishes kind of nice. It's very drinkable. It's very, very much a summer beer, just as Gary was saying, and I'm going to match him grade for grade and give it a 7. I think it's good. I'm predisposed to like lagers, though, so take that with a grain of salt.
This is the best Anchor beer I think I've had, which is saying a lot. Well, actually, it's not saying a lot, because generally the Anchor is not good. Although there are some of their beers that I haven't had yet, so I can't really say that. I'm surprised. I don't know. It's drinkable. Maybe Rob and I got the better cans out of the batch. Or...
Yeah, the funny thing is that Jeremy and Gary both dislike Anchor so much. Rob and I actually enjoy Anchor Steam, or at least we did when we rated it. And I will occasionally pick up a 6-pack of Anchor Steam and enjoy it. So it is, yeah. And I would never pick this up to buy myself. Not now. So it's really, you're right. It's Anchor in general seems to produce some pretty wild diversity in our foursome.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So and the Meyer Lemon Lager is definitely no different.
So the Untapped rating is just a hair over 3, I guess a 3.3. The Beer Advocate score is an 82, but it's only got 28 reviews, so that's not very many. Our overall score, not so great, 5.25. So, yeah.
So just over halfway. So not
Just
that far off of a 3
Yeah,
on Untapped.
it's in line with Untapped.
It would, Untapped, this would probably be about a 2.5 in Untapped, so we're about a point off in Untapped scores.
But I'm trying to remember, Gary, of a time when two of us have been on the much higher side. And, I mean, I'm sure it's happened, and two on the much lower. I can't remember us being this far apart.
It's probably the last time we had an Anchor beer.
Yeah, well, we all agreed on the Imperial Brown from the Summer Beer Camp series. So Rob and I were right in line there. Well, a couple of Moxie-Moron Rob actually rated really high. Yeah, we'd probably have to go back pretty far to find something that Rob and Gary were right in line with, and Keith and Jeremy were the opposite of. That would be a tough one. And I'm not willing to do that after I started drinking. So
And there you
we
go.
can say this is the first time that's happened, until someone proves us wrong.
Even with brew salt, this stuff is just...
Yeah, incidentally, I have to tell the listeners that all of our beers since season 1 are now up on an Excel spreadsheet with our ratings and when we did it, and the beer, the style, the ABV. It's pretty impressive. We have, it was Jeremy that did this, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy, apparently bored at work. Last couple of weeks has been working on a little side project for us, and we appreciate it muchly.
Very nice.
Where is that?
Is
that on our website or something?
It's in our folder on
it's in our folder. Drive. What we should do now is get like a PNR Wikia or something and throw it up there.
Yeah,
our Google Drive folder?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Beer List.
It's not accessible to anyone, but it.
Yeah.
That's
we could drop it in Slack.
You guys know that file's been there for
a long time. The only thing I added to that, Rob, was the picks tab. So all of our picks from all 3 seasons are on there.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Yeah, this beer list has been here for a couple of years.
Oh, well,
every week when I give the summary, I'm looking at this list.
Thanks for keeping it updated.
Good job.
There's all these things that go on behind the scenes. Oh man, I'm becoming Keith.
It's like when I asked if the beer could be put in the Slack, and then Jeremy said, "What? The other 3 places we put it that you don't look at isn't good enough?"
I mean, seriously, where else can you get beer entertainment like this? There's just nowhere else. There is nowhere else. And so while we keep enjoying our beer, as we keep enjoying, or some of us anyway, half of us keep enjoying our Meyer Lemon, and perhaps you're enjoying one at home. You can join us now for our topic segment, which we call Pint Taken. It's not appropriate music. That does not line up.
That was good.
Why? Because tonight we're going to be talking about fall TV shows. This is one of my favorite topics of the year. That's right. We've got a whole slate of fall 2016 shows, brand new shows coming our way. Some of them are mid-season replacements, as I was looking over the list. But most of them are new for the fall. And and Jeremy, once again, coming through for us.
You're welcome.
Gary did it. I see Jeremy's name or random stuff I want Jeremy's opinion on, so Gary did it. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, so Gary put this doc together?
He did. This
is quite a doc, by the way. Nice work.
So
I mostly copied it from TV Guide.
Yeah. But still. So, so this is your thing, Gary, so why don't you take us through it?
So, we should put the link in the show note to the TV Guide fall preview, because that actually is a very comprehensive list, although it does not include a lot of the channels like Sci-Fi or HBO and Showtime and those kinds of things, or Netflix. But
Right.
for the standard network television, traditional network television, it's a good list. So I went through the list and I broke them up into a few categories. A few shows that are possibly of interest to the host of this show, based on what we know of each other and other things, and so there's only a couple things there. Then we went through the genre shows, the sci-fi, fantasy, horror types of shows, because there's a good number of those coming out. Time travel was a popular thing this year, so we have a few of those. And then a whole bunch of shows that I said are from the recycling bin, and those are shows that are based on something else, on movie, they're spin-off shows, rebooting series that have already been gone away a long time ago. And then a section that's random stuff I want Jeremy's opinion on, or what the frick were they thinking when they came up with this concept? So those are the main categories of shows that we have to go through tonight. So,
So we should start plowing through the things.
There we go. So possibly of interest to the PNR host. We have, first, this is kind of a reboot. Actually, it's not kind of, it is. 24, one of my favorite shows from back in the day. 24 is coming back with an all-new cast. 24 Legacy. New Army Ranger Eric Carter turns to the CDU to try to stop a terrorist attack. Features Miranda Otto and Jimmy Smits. Well, pretty much if you put a show in it with Jimmy Smits in it, I'm probably going to watch it.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm a big fan of 24, so I'll probably give this at least a try.
I'm definitely hot and cold on Jimmy Smits, but I think this is a good vehicle for him. He tends to go pretty well in these type of leadership and somewhat more structured shows. I didn't like him on some of the other stuff, but in like West Wing, he did real good.
Fantastic in West Wing.
Yeah, and where he's trying to lead with a team, I think that's probably where he's going to end up here. It's probably going to be really good.
The interesting thing about this is it says that it's going to have the same real-time format as the original series. So 24 was 24 episodes supposedly in real time, but this is only 12 episodes.
Yeah, they did a couple years ago. They did a mini series almost that was only 12 episodes.
Yeah.
With Jack Bauer.
So how is it 24 but real time but only 12 episodes? Wouldn't it be
Each show is
12?
2 hours.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I thought it was an hour-long show.
Math.
Math is hard.
Math. All right, so let's move on. I mean, should I even ask what Jeremy thinks? Because
that's pretty awesome because they've done this they've done this show now, like this is what, the 5th or 6th time they've done it. So once again, Hollywood, hey, I have an idea. Let's do what we just did before, but we'll do it a little different, but it's the same thing, and people will watch it.
I mean, you can look at it that way, or you can look at it as, here's a formula that works, that draws in a lot of viewers. Let's try it in a slightly different way and see if it works.
Yeah, but I've seen it, so whatever.
Okay, so this will not be one that Jeremy watches. Got it. Mark it down. Add a new tab to the spreadsheet.
There's not enough spreadsheet cells.
I know, right? All right, so next up is a spin-off from one of my favorite shows of the last couple of years, The Blacklist. And this one's called Blacklist Redemption. And it stars the guy who plays Tom Keene on the series is teaming up with his supposed mother, Scotty, who is played by Famke Janssen. Is Famke Janssen old enough to have a kid that old? Holy crap, I'm old.
Sure.
Well, what you don't realize is Keene's actually only 12 in the show, so it's okay.
Yeah. So if you haven't watched The Blacklist, first of all, what's wrong with you? And second of all, it's kind of a cross between a crime procedural, some lost elements to it, maybe a little Homeland. It's kind of a mixture of spy, government conspiracy, crime genre.
Yeah.
And stars the excellent James Spader.
Yeah, it's really very good. Good show.
So I'll probably give this a try too, although I'm quite behind in my Blacklist. So
Yeah.
It looks as though there's some definite spoilers. I need to catch up on that show first.
I'm catching Blacklist on Netflix, so the best I can ever get is 1 year back.
Yeah.
And I'm not even caught up on that. So I'll see this one in like 2019.
Sure.
So let me know if it's good.
All right. Jeremy, how about this one for you?
I haven't even watched any of Blacklist yet.
No.
I know.
No.
It's
That's not true.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you'd enjoy Blacklist of any of the stuff that's out there now.
It's something that's kind of on my radar to watch one of these days. I just haven't gotten to it.
Blacklist could
that
be
first
just
season especially is amazing.
Blacklist could be just another show, but James Spader he gets a character. Ray Reddington is just such a great, juicy character to play, and he's just really good at anything he does. So it's well worth it.
The only problems with Spader is having other actors around him that can actually keep up with him.
Yeah,
is the hardest thing. He tends to suck the air out of the room.
Well, they get some pretty good guest stars on that show.
Yeah, they do, and they do have a decent staff around him that can hold their own.
All right, so the next one is one I'm looking most forward to, my favorite new show of the season, having not seen it yet, of course. And Kiefer Sutherland. Now, Kiefer Sutherland was actually going to be is a producer on the new 24 show, but he's also coming back on his own show, Designated Survivor. He plays a character named the name of Tom Kirkman, who's a cabinet member on the low end of probably like Secretary of Education or Energy or something like that. And the premise of the show, if you don't know, when the president gives a State of the Union speech, it's customary to have one cabinet member stay at the White House rather than go to the speech in case there was an attack on the Capitol building to the State of the Union, then the line of succession can be maintained. It looks like there's an attack on the Capitol, and everyone in it is killed. And so suddenly Kiefer Sutherland, who has really no leadership experience at all, becomes president. And everything I have seen from early reviews on this show said this show is incredible.
Well, you know why you're excited about this, Rob?
Why?
It's the backstory for Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, it is kind of Battlestar Galactica.
You're really just it's the modern day version of Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica meets West Wing.
That's a great way to describe it. But I mean, am I right? This looks like it's gonna be fantastic.
I don't know. I'm kind of upset that Kiefer Sutherland isn't coming back in the Lost Boys remake. So I'm a little, I really don't know what to say yet.
He is supposed to. You know what? They're doing a Flatliners remake, and he is supposed to be in that one as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love Flatliners.
Flatliners.
I love
hysterical.
Gary, how about you? What do you think of this Designated Survivor?
Jack Bauer is president in a Battlestar Galactica storyline, so I will probably check it out because it's on ABC, so hopefully it'll be on Hulu and I can actually see it. So I'll check it out. I think it's worth checking out.
Okay, Jeremy, any point?
I can't watch him without thinking 24, so yeah.
Jeez.
They are doing a Lost Boys remake. Is that on your list?
No,
I was on a TV show.
I would love to watch that.
Yeah,
the TV show they're doing it.
Yeah, Lost Boys is coming back as a
season.
TV show on the CW.
Okay, so now Gary. You're gonna have to explain to me why you thought this last one would be on the list of shows of interest to the PNR cast, other than it's sports based. Pitch features a young pitcher who defies the odds to become the first woman to play in Major League Baseball when she joins the San Diego Padres as a pitcher. Starring such huge stars as Mark Paul Gosselaar, Mark Consuelos, that's Mr. Kelly Ripa, Dan Lauria, and other people.
I like Paulie really likes baseball. And he's always posting stuff about baseball, so I thought he would appreciate if we talked about a baseball TV show.
Yeah, maybe if she played for the Blue Jays, maybe.
You really are pandering to our handful of fans now.
Yeah. Pretty much. pretty much
Does
that was
he
it.
actually listen to the show, or is he just
No,
chatting?
no,
I
he
don't
just
know.
hangs out and chat. So it'll never happen.
I actually would. I thought when I heard about the show a while back, and I thought when I first heard about it, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll see what they do. A female pitcher in the Major League Baseball. They've actually are using actual teams, so they're in partnership with Major League Baseball. So it is the real San Diego Padres that she's supposedly pitching for. But then I realized it was on Fox, which just means that it's gonna suck. So I have low hopes.
Yeah, I've got nothing more to say about it.
Okay, moving on.
I mean, Keith, anything?
I really got nothing. It certainly does not sound interesting to me.
There you go.
So there you go.
There you go. All right, so now we move on to sci-fi, fantasy, and horror shows. All right, this one's on my watch list as well. Netflix continues its Marvel superhero, kind of the blue-collar superhero series, beginning with Daredevil, which was amazing. Jessica Jones had its first season this year, also equally amazing. And now they're going to bring on Luke Cage. Now, Luke Cage was actually a character on Jessica Jones. He's getting his own series. So that just leaves Iron Fist, whose show is coming, I believe, in early next year. And you will have the Defenders, which is kind of the, like I said, the blue-collar version of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Looking really forward to it. Luke Cage is a great character. I can't wait for it. I don't have any details about it. His power is he's got unbreakable skin and superhuman strength. But he's kind of a really nice guy. Attempts to start a new life in Harlem. Can't wait.
Based on his performance in Jessica Jones, this is a no-brainer to put on the list. So.
Yeah.
If you like Marvel, if you like comic books, you're going to watch the show and you're going to enjoy it.
And I just have high hopes that the Defenders series that they're going to do once Iron Fist gets going is going to be awesome. And there is every likelihood that these guys are going to make it into the Avengers, the Infinity War movies at some point.
Yeah, they could.
Yes. So.
All right. We all want to see that. We got to move on. We're going to run out of time. We got a lot of shows.
Not Jeremy. We've got Incorporated from this Matt Damon and Ben Affleck studios about near future where corporations have unlimited power. That doesn't sound like that's that far off.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
Incorporated revolves around Ben Larson, who was a character in Rain, as a young executive who conceals his true identity to infiltrate a very dangerous corporate world to save the woman he loves, but he'll soon learn that he's not the only one whose secrets may have deadly consequences. I'm sorry, folks, this has the sci-fi stamp on it, which means it's instantly got 2 strikes against it.
It means
I'm
it's
sorry,
instantly
that's
awesome.
That's pronounced Siffy.
Yes.
That's the network that came out with Sharknado. So
it also came out with Battlestar Galactica a long time ago. Since then,
win-win. They can do no wrong.
There's actually going to be another
Sharknado. If there was Sharknado with Battlestar Galactica, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Pass.
Sharknado. Sharks.
Actually,
Sharknado should be a TV show. That would actually work out better for it.
Sharknado's awesome.
Oh my god.
This one, if you guys haven't watched the trailer, I think you should watch it. They were playing it a lot during the Olympics, and it actually looks like it might be interesting and done well. So I think it could have potential. But I'm also a little worried because they were playing the trailer a lot during the Olympics.
Exactly.
So that kind of concerns. So
yeah.
We'll see. I think it's probably worth at least giving a try if you have Sci-Fi Network, which I don't, so I won't be.
Okay, so NBC, seeing how much success that ABC has had with Once Upon a Time, tries for its own modern take on a fairy tale / fantasy tale with Emerald City. It's a dark, edgy reimagining of the Land of Oz. I do not recognize the name of the girl who's playing Dorothy, but it does star Vincent D'Onofrio as the wizard. And Jolie Richardson, I imagine she's probably Glinda or something like that.
Okay,
so,
spoiler, this is just the city of Vancouver. Moving on.
Dun. I don't know. I've never watched Once Upon a Time. I've heard a lot of people who really like it. I just never.
I actually liked it for the first few seasons, but boy,
It's a
it
chick
just started to repeat itself and get
Yeah.
old and get more and more stretchy to make it fit into
Stretchy.
stretchy. Oh yeah,
Fantastical, man.
That's an awesome
It's a
description.
soap opera. Come on.
It's
All right,
definitely yeah.
so the next one on our list. Now, this one I'm really kind of interested in.
Yeah.
Powerless. On NBC, starring Vanessa Hudgens, Alan Tudyk, who we all know from Firefly, Danny Pudi, who was in Community, great in that show. And it takes place in the DC Comics universe. And it's a workplace comedy focusing on insurance adjusters who look out for the regular people who have to cover the damage caused by superheroes. So kind of a little bit of The Incredibles meets the DC world. So far, every DC movie in the last couple of years has just stunk to high heaven. So maybe there's hope for their comedy writers.
Nope.
They've done really well, though.
They have.
Flash,
They've made a lot of money.
The Flash and Arrow are both
Yes.
good shows.
And Supergirl is getting good reviews, although I haven't watched it. But
Isn't
Rob-
this kind of like the premise of The Incredibles?
The Incredibles.
Yeah, there's
little
some
bit.
similarities, but these are.
Jeremy was busy arguing with me in chat, so
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you
sorry.
missed that.
Rob, I'm disappointed you didn't pick up Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical.
That's yeah.
How did you not catch that?
Never saw High School Musical. I mean, I know what's his face, the dude from it, Zac Efron. That's it.
Yeah. So yeah, well.
But it looks funny. I mean,
I'm
give it a
actually
try.
going to check this one out because
I'll
I
give it a
like
try.
the premise. I like them taking superheroes and turning it into more of a comedy thing, and then trying to be all serious and dark and moody with the
Yeah.
whatever. So
All right.
I'll try it.
Next up, Son of Zorn. It stars Jason Sudeikis and Cheryl Hines, Tim Meadows. It's a live-action animated comedy hybrid which features Jason Sudeikis as the voice of an animated title character who returns to Earth for the first time in 10 years to reconnect with his human son and ex-wife. Sounds goofy, off the wall, out of left field, but I really like Jason Sudeikis. So-
Live action animated.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on this one.
You know, I may watch it just the same way I like to look at a crash in the other lane as I go by.
Those weird
It might be so
out-of-the-wall
bad it's
shows have the potential to either suck to high heaven, which it probably will,
Oh, yeah.
or just be really quirkily awesome.
This is the crap that that Firefly went through when it was first pitched, and why it took so long to catch on. So I mean, it could be awesome. It could be the next big thing,
All right.
or it could be a complete train wreck. And either way, I'll be entertained.
Yeah. Okay, so next up, Midnight Texas, NBC series from the author who wrote the True Blood series. It's set in a small Texas town populated by vampires, witches, werewolves, psychics, and hitmen who all band together against outsiders. Can I please move on?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Isn't that just like Where You Live, Rob?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Midnight Texas. Yeah.
It's a mid-season show, so we can talk about it later.
All right, so there are a lot of time travel shows on this year. Time After Time, which was a great show, or movie back in the late 70s. It's based on the H.G. Wells novel. It features no one I know about. H.G. Wells' character who's transported to present-day Manhattan to capture Jack the Ripper. So this is...
I like that movie.
It's kind of like they're kind of trying to capitalize on the Sleepy Hollow show, which has kind of been a minor hit.
Sleepy Hollow again, interesting for the first season, maybe season and a half.
Really interesting.
Yeah, really good, and then it just,
really good. Then it's off the frickin' rails.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is ABC's venture into time travel, right?
Yeah.
So now we
I
go
do like
into-
the idea of using Jack the Ripper as your, adversary. That's kind of a fun historical period kind of.
I love the Jack
character.
Ripper storyline. Yeah.
So I think that could be really cool to see what they're doing with that as they bring him into modern. I would more rather see this as a Doctor Who season plot line than its own show, though.
Right. All right, so the next one I kind of have a little bit of interest in, Timeless. Lots of characters like Sigourney Viznik, who was on ER, Abigail Spencer, I can't remember what she was in. Anyway, it's a trio tasked with traveling through time to catch a criminal who stole a time machine that could catastrophically alter history. So maybe a little sliders
That could be fun, or it could be
with Time Cop.
really repetitive.
Yeah, they
Voyagers.
NBC was really, really promoting this one during the Olympics.
Yes.
I mean, it was on
A lot
like
of
every
commercials.
commercial break,
Yeah.
which means that they're concerned about it not having success. And at time travel, you have to like time travel to probably to like the show. I've seen the Hindenburg blow up way too many times over the last 2 weeks, but I'll probably check it out.
Yeah.
Time travel, if done right, can be really compelling. It's so often not done right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I trust NBC to do it right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if Fox.
It could be difficult to do that over a series too,
Yeah.
because you're trying to take this concept of chasing after each other back and forth through time and extend it and extend it and extend it.
Well, what's going to happen
Could be
is
good.
that there's bad guys that stole a time machine and good guys that are chasing them. And what you're going to realize is that one of the bad guys is actually a parent of one of the good guys.
Of course.
Because
Seems
they time
legit.
traveled, because they time traveled, and that's how they got, so anyway. So they'll turn it into a soap opera, is what I'm saying.
So let's see how Fox does with their time travel show, Making History. It's a half-hour comedy where three friends travel through time while trying to get through their everyday lives in the present. So we've got, what, hot tub time machine, basically?
Yeah, I think that's where they're going.
Yeah.
There is a real drought in the last few years of good half-hour sitcoms, and it looks to continue with this Fox show.
Yes. It does. I appreciate the fact that they are trying to put a lot more genre shows on TV because they're finding out that, hey, geeks have gone mainstream now, and it's a formula that works. But it's like they almost didn't consult a single geek in making some of these shows.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so this
They did a lot of consulting for the next round of shows.
Yeah, let's see. Keith's favorite type of show is the reboot, as well evidenced on this show.
And we had a lot of reboots.
So now the first one, I am not a horror fan.
Yep.
But having said that, the cast of this show intrigues me. The Exorcist on Fox. First off, you've got Gina Davis and Alan Ruck, who was Cameron from Ferris Bueller, and I've always liked him as an actor. What you've got is the horror remake following two men who try to help the Rance family's case of demonic possession. Davis takes on the Ellen Burstyn role from the film as the family matriarch. Probably won't watch it, but anything Gina Davis is in is usually kind of good.
How do they make this a series?
Yeah, I cannot see stretching this story out
Yeah, me neither.
into a single series, let alone a multi-year series, because they're not going to just try to drop it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to pass.
It's the story of the
It
exorcist preacher as he goes from town to town giving exorcisms.
Right.
Yeah, it won't last a season.
All right,
No.
so this is kind of the CW's. Next up, the CW's entry into the sort of the time travel show genre, Frequency. A remake of the classic movie with Dennis Quaid and Jim Caviezel, where a man can speak to his father in the past through his radio. This time you've got a bunch of people I don't know, and Mekhi Phifer, who was an ER. The team up to solve a cold case with a butterfly effect on the present day. Yeah.
If it wasn't on the CW, I might try it. I vaguely remember the movie, and
The movie's pretty good.
I think I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it's all right.
They're definitely pitching this to the over 50 crowd because seriously, what's a radio?
What's good? But yeah, a ham radio nonetheless.
Oh wait, I saw
A
that.
detective
I saw that
in
Stranger Things.
2016 who has a ham radio can speak to her estranged father.
Wow. Keith
Okay.
makes a very good point.
Let's move on.
It's the
Now-
new Matlock.
I'm going to tell you that the next one really piques my interest. I am a huge Lethal Weapon fan. Even the mostly badly reviewed Lethal Weapon 4, I secretly love with a passion. I'm a big Mel Gibson fan. I love that buddy cop movie with Danny Glover. And so they're remaking it with Damon Wayans coming in the Danny Glover role. Clayne Crawford is in the Mel Gibson role with Jordana Brewster. So you've got Roger Murtaugh in the LAPD, and then Martin Riggs, a former Navy SEAL who moves from Texas to LA after losing his wife and child. I saw the trailer for this last week, and I got to tell you, it was pretty interesting. The guy playing the Mel Gibson character has got some acting game. So, I mean, Damon Wayans can on occasion be funny.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. It could work.
all
That's a movie series that could work as a TV series.
Well, because it's
okay.
already been a series.
Yeah. All right. I want to say this.
Go ahead.
And note that I meant to say it 5 minutes before Rob. But yeah, this movie series actually lends itself more to a TV show than it does a movie series. This actually will probably work out really well and be the next generation of cop shows. This will probably go 7 seasons at least.
Yeah. I mean, the key to this obviously is having a really good actor playing Martin Riggs, and this guy has that right. He just looks a little slightly crazy, and it's very funny in the few scenes that I've seen.
If he can do it without becoming Mel Gibson, then
yeah,
he's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
be
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Because if he ends up just trying to rip off Mel Gibson, it's never going to work.
Right. I agree.
He's got to be himself, but still pull off that crazy thing. But I think he can do it.
Yeah.
All right, rebooting next on CBS, MacGyver. I never got into MacGyver.
But I mean, everybody
No, I
knows
never did.
MacGyver, right? I mean, you're gonna fix something. You used to jerry rig it, now you MacGyver it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So sorry, I stole that.
It
from
follows
another podcast.
20-something MacGyver as he starts a clandestine organization to prevent disasters from happening.
That's gonna crash and burn really badly.
Yeah, it's MacGyver Millennial is what it is.
First off,
it's on CBS.
and it's on
Toast.
CBS on Friday nights at 8 o'clock.
It's toast.
That's when all the millennials are home watching television.
Yeah, this is gone.
It's done. All right.
Okay,
Moving on.
Taken. You know that Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
I will kill you.
Qui-Gon Jinn as a
Prequel to the
CIA
movie
agent.
franchise. Stand-in
Very
plays
specialized set of
younger,
skills.
a very particular set of skills. He's a young version of Liam Neeson's ass-kicking CIA agent Brian Mills. No thanks.
Done. Over. It's going to be gone by Christmas.
Yeah. Training Day. Bill Paxton. I'm interested in Bill Paxton. Julie Benz, good actress. Based on the 2001 movie starring Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke, the reboot picks up 15 years later and revolves around a young, idealistic LAPD officer who's partnered with a morally questionable detective. They've done the race switching. They've got the questionable detective played by the white guy.
The movie, I actually really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, Training Day, the movie was decent.
It was a good movie. I question how this becomes a series.
Yeah, I agree. It's another one that's going to get awfully stretchy.
It's going to turn into a buddy cop series, kind of like not the humorous aspects of Lethal Weapon, but kind of similar in vein to the buddy cop thing.
Yeah.
It might have some legs for a couple of seasons, but
Bill Paxton's a good actor.
I think it's gonna, unless Bill Paxton can really carry the whole thing because he is a good actor, I think it's going to fall flat when up against the Lethal Weapon series.
I think this is going to hinge on what's on the other networks at the same time.
Yeah, let me just say, if you want to watch a really good show about a questionable detective and a young idealistic police officer, go watch The Shield.
Yeah.
Because that's a
Yeah.
great series.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, Prison Break. Oh, man, Prison Break's coming back? Oh, a reboot of the original show, the event series picks up after Michael's apparent death in the 2009 finale, which apparently he's in the show, so he didn't die. When clues surfaced that Michael might actually be alive. Now, I watched the first season of Prison Break. I was really into it, and just like Keith was saying with some of the other shows, it just went totally off the rails. Once he actually escaped from prison, it was a horrible show.
This is just trying to milk the title. It was successful for a few years. Nobody cares about Prison Break anymore. It's done.
Yeah, unless it's got a one-armed man, it's not going anywhere.
All right, so now we're going to take a step. We're going to take a step back, the three of us, because we have a couple of shows that Gary just wants Jeremy's opinion on, or he actually is calling this the "What the F were they thinking" category. So Jeremy says,
Okay, this is gonna be quick.
Wheel yourself up to the mic. Here we go. It's your time now. We start with NBC and The Good Place, which stars Kristen Bell and Ted Danson, two really good actors. It's from Mike Schur and David Miner, who are producers from The Office, so that's another good pedigree. When Eleanor, played by Kristen Bell, realizes that she's not a very good person, she gets a chance to start anew with the help of Michael, who's like an angel in the afterlife. Go.
This is a stab at family-friendly, everybody can watch it and laugh together comedy. I don't care. It sounds stupid.
Beautiful.
I don't think it's going to be family-friendly, actually, because it's on Mondays at 10. That's not family-friendly comedy time.
It's so bad they had to put it on late.
But Mondays, I don't know.
On a Monday.
It might be. It's probably an hour show, actually.
They know it's awful. It's on Mondays at 10. So, whatever.
Okay. All right, try this one, Jeremy. Great News, which stars Brigga Heelan, who? Andrea Martin, she's from SCTV. Someone I don't know. John Michael Higgins from the Christopher Guest docu-comedies. And
Rob,
yeah.
You know that you're the only person who knows who these people are, so just cut to the plot summary.
A news producer can't escape her mom, who decides to intern at her TV station.
So, you know what's funny is when I just read the synopsis, and I thought, that sounds like it would only be funny if Tina Fey was involved. And look at that, she's a producer, so that might actually be good.
I missed the Tina Fey one. Yeah, very good. Could be. News networks are a great place for comedy. There was a TV show that debuted a couple of years ago with Kelsey Grammer and Patricia Heaton that should have been really good with those two actors in it, and it was just horrible. But we'll see. All right, Jeremy, how about this one? How about Downward Dog?
A show told from the point of view of a dog? No, never. No, nothing. No.
You don't like the anthropomorphic shows?
No. It's a dog. It's not a person.
The only dog-centric show worth a damn is that one with
Elijah Wood.
With Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
And if you're 2 years old and you think dogs are people.
Freaking Wilfred, yeah. The one where Elijah Wood gets high with a dog is
pretty
hysterical. Funny. If you haven't seen it, definitely pick it up. Will blow your mind that guy was in Lord of the Rings.
I think another FX series, actually, Wilfred. Okay. How about Jenna Elfman? Like Jenna Elfman?
Somebody who suddenly starts interacting with her childhood imaginary friend. Wow.
She's an imaginary Mary.
No, not even worth discussing.
I have a little crush on Jenna Elfman.
How about her imaginary friend? Because she's going to interact with it.
Well, Rachel Dratch is her imaginary friend. No? Okay.
Yeah, this sounds really bad.
All right, you ready? How about an ABC mid-season replacement, still star-crossed, based on Melinda Taub's book, the Shondaland drama follows the Montagues and Capulets after Romeo and Juliet meet their tragic fate. And yes, Juliet is African-American. Boom. Just change the game.
So it's Romeo and Juliet Part 2.
Yeah. So now Shonda Rhimes,
but without the actual characters.
Shonda Rhimes is responsible for Scandal, for I think Grey's Anatomy. she's a very, very successful producer on ABC. So the chances are this show will get a lot of high ratings to begin with.
Everybody needs to fail once in a while.
Yeah.
Did you say that? Who's playing Juliet?
Oh no, sorry. It's after
say,
Romeo and Juliet died. Okay, well
yeah,
they
I
had
was
the
going to
picture.
say, am I remembering Shakespeare wrong?
Yeah. Okay, so the Montagues and Capulets, you got African Americans versus the white people. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, that's going to flop.
It's somehow in medieval Italy. I don't know.
It's going to flop.
All right,
Medieval
Jeremy.
Italy, Louisiana in a flood, same thing.
Now, Jeremy, you can admit that John Lithgow is a classic actor. Amazing
He's pretty
actor.
funny.
Well, he's
And
coming
now-
back mid-season for Trial and Error as a New York lawyer. Josh travels to a southern town to defend a quirky professor, Lithgow, who's accused of murdering his wife.
Because we know that lawyers are such funny people.
Well, Lithgow is playing the defendant, it sounds
That's what
like.
I said. Yeah, the quirky.
No, he plays a lawyer. So no.
Well, Lithgow's the lawyer?
But again,
he's a
this
lawyer.
is a
The only way this would work is if it turns out that this quirky professor that he's defending is actually a murderer and she kills him.
Yeah. Well, listen,
I've seen Lithgow
Dexter.
play some serious roles too, and he's amazing in those as well. So
But
you know what?
This is a comedy.
I think Lithgow can carry either side of this.
No, this is a
comedy
comedy.
But this
well,
is another.
it's comedy or serious. I'm saying he can carry it either way.
This is
alone.
another show that
It
has.
could be a one-man show with Lithgow, and I'd watch it.
But this is a show that
I think
has
Gary
a
had it
shelf
right when he
life.
said, "What WTF were they thinking?"
This is a show that has a shelf life if it's about a trial. How long can you have a trial go on?
Just look at the OJ trial. That thing lasted years, it felt like.
All right. And last but not least, there's stuff we don't need to talk about, so I'm not going to talk about it.
That's why it's labeled stuff we don't need to talk about.
Oh,
We're at
including,
an hour.
wait, no, I've got one. Matthew LeBlanc is coming back with a show. Wow, man with a plan.
That's why it's at the bottom of the dock.
Man with a plan. Now, my wife really likes his Showtime show episodes. It's kind of funny where he plays himself. But in Man with a Plan, we've got Matthew LeBlanc playing a contractor who becomes a stay-at-home dad when his wife returns to work and discovers that his kids are the worst. Let the zaniness ensue.
You know, Friends was a good show. A lot of people enjoyed it. Had a
Love
long
Friends.
run. He should just retire and move off somewhere and enjoy the residuals he gets from that show.
Actually, if he would do that, he could probably come back in 10 years and be amazing again.
Yeah, he's
But
kind of getting a
he's
little
gotta
gray
get
around the
out.
edges.
Yeah, he's got to get out of the public eye and get some of those manly, handsome wrinkles going, and then he could come back and be amazing again.
And
I think that this show only exists because Friends was released onto Netflix in the last year.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's why, because they're trying to go with the name recognition because now more people have seen that.
yeah. All right, and finally, I have to mention this because it's Katherine Heigl. Doubt. Katherine Heigl, which is basically a show about let's see how many people we can piss off because she's not a big favorite in Hollywood. So, another who cares. All right, so that's it for our fall TV preview, guys. I mean, really. Some really good shows that are a possibility. I don't know. What do you think?
I would say they're going to be probably overall on the new shows around a 40% make it to the second season. And out of those that make it to the second season, probably only a quarter will make it to the third.
Of those, what do you think will be the biggest hit?
I think Designated Survivor is going to be a hit just because people will view it as Jack Bauer as president. And 24, you know, it'll be a hit, but whether or not they do more seasons, I don't know. But I think those two shows will be successful. Of the other ones, man, you could probably roll the dice. I would say Lethal Weapon. Yeah, I would give Lethal Weapon a good shot at making it, and I will say that I'll go out on a limb and say that Timeless makes it into 2 seasons.
Okay. Yeah, I think if there's any home runs on that list, it's Designated Survivor. I think that's probably the best one.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. So we're gonna actually skip our pick segments this week because Gary just gave us too long a segment. Woo! So many shows. But we'll come back next week with 2 picks each. Let's do it. Let's do an all-pick show next week. What do you think?
Yeah.
We
Sure. Go
haven't
ahead.
done an all-pick show in a while. Let's do that. What do you think?
Okay.
Call it.
All picks.
And next week we're going to drink the goes. All right. So with that, we're going to close it out everywhere on Alpha Geek, on everywhere. Planet No Return Show. Another great episode in the books.
I prefer to confer with a half pint of ale than live a long life till my private parts fail. For life without liquor is to no avail, so bring me lager for life. I'd rather have lager than life. I'll take a strong stout over strife.
Meanie.